LKQ Corporation is the largest nationwide provider of aftermarket collision replacement products, recycled OEM products, and remanufactured OEM collision replacement products. Northern Lights Incorporated, a division of LKQ Corporation, is a recycling and reclamation company that remanufactures automotive head and taillight assemblies to original factory specifications. Head and taillight assemblies are remanufactured as complete units, which includes the housing, lenses, mounting brackets, and hardware. LKQ stocks a wide range of head and taillight assemblies for both domestic and import automobiles at a significant cost advantage over new OE units. All units meet or exceed original manufacturer specifications and are suitable for certified insurance work. Each carries a lifetime warranty for fit and finish. Once installed, our head and taillights are indistinguishable from originals. The core assemblies we remanufacture come to us primarily from recycling yards and car repair facilities. We acquire assemblies with minor blemishes, cracked or missing tabs, and scratched or discolored lenses, which can usually be repaired to like-new condition. Though there's a great deal we can fix, some assemblies come to us that are simply beyond repair. Those units are stripped of their usable parts and their polycarbonate lenses sent to a recycling center. To be considered for purchase by LKQ, head and taillight assemblies must meet certain basic criteria. First, assemblies must be original equipment parts. We don't remanufacture aftermarket assemblies. Major structural damage, broken or cracked lenses, and deteriorating chrome surfaces cannot be repaired. Our process cannot repair catastrophic damage. Housings must be structurally intact and follow our rule of thumb. That is, any hole in the housing large enough to poke a thumb through is too damaged to effectively repair. Holes in the housing that extend around a curve or corner are generally not repairable. Neither are chips along the margins of lenses, deep pits, or holes in the polycarbonate. To ensure that every remanufactured housing matches the original perfectly, we start with undamaged OEM lights. Precise silicone molds are cast to capture each assembly's exact dimensions. LKQ has amassed a huge library of silicone molds that cover the vast majority of makes, models, and years of vehicles still on the road. Whenever car lines undergo design changes, we create new molds to fit them. When a head or tail light assembly comes to us for remanufacture, we first go through an extensive evaluation process to make sure it's a good candidate for refurbishing. This is our check-in process. Once given the green light, the assembly goes to the prep department. Broken tabs are completely removed and holes are rough patched. A silicone mold that matches the original is fixed to the assembly and wrapped with cellophane for a complete seal. A two-part epoxy resin is injected into the molds, filling the spaces where tabs and brackets were removed during prep. The assembly is placed on a rack and allowed to cure. Once the epoxy has hardened enough to work with, the silicone molds are removed at the teardown table. Excess epoxy is trimmed off and assemblies moved to the sanding area. Next, repaired areas of the housing are sanded smooth and rechecked to make sure all flaws and voids have been filled. The assembly then arrives in the paint department. The polycarbonate lenses are masked off and either gray or black paint is applied to match the housing. After drying, assemblies go to the lens sanding area. This is where the detailed finishing takes place. Lenses are sanded and polished in a 10-stage process using progressively finer abrasives. By the time an assembly reaches the final buffing stage, all scratches, pits, and scoring have been removed from the lens. Lenses are coated with a purple dye that reveals the smallest imperfections. If needed, lenses undergo a repeat of the polishing process until even the tiniest flaws have been removed. Assemblies then go to cleanup, where all dust, dirt, and foreign particles are removed using a dry ice cleaning blaster. No water is involved. The annealing process comes next. This is a heating procedure that releases stress from the polycarbonate lenses. Headlight lenses come from the original manufacturer with a factory UV coating that has been removed in the sanding process. After a final cleanup, this coating is reapplied in a clean room with a baked-on process that restores the original UV coating. The remanufacturing process is now basically complete, but the assemblies are inspected again. If there is any dirt or contamination behind the lens, the assembly undergoes another cleaning process in which any flaws in the reflective chrome surfaces are revealed. Then any missing screws, gaskets, bolts, or other parts are replaced. Assemblies are then graded according to quality. Those that emerge in perfect condition are labeled as NLR caliber. Those that don't quite meet NLR standards are labeled as B or C grade used assemblies. Though we often reuse minor parts, assemblies are never torn down and cannibalized to make new units. Lenses are not removed from housings to preserve the safety and structural integrity of each assembly. All of our NLR remanufactured assemblies meet Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard 108 criteria. When an assembly is packaged for shipping, it is surrounded by a self-expanding foam, ensuring a tight, secure, and product-safe method of delivery. Why choose LKQ remanufactured assemblies? The first and most popular advantage is the major cost savings over new OEM factory parts. Depending on the make and model, the difference can be truly significant. All assemblies are original OE units, so you know you will receive a quality product. Assemblies are thoroughly and completely remanufactured and meet all current FMV SS 108 specs. They meet stringent standards of the car repair insurance industry. Every head and taillight assembly also carries a limited lifetime warranty on fit and finish. When you buy from LKQ, you're also making a powerful environmental statement. Every assembly that's remanufactured is one less unit that ends up in a landfill. Remanufacturing saves energy, resources, and money. You can feel good about choosing LKQ.